Yo, pack a dope, crack a beer, Wally and Troma is here. Suspend Disbelief Podcast, we all up in your ear. We're looking these moves and the type of execution. Can we improve? But this is undisputed, so shout out to the OGs, mark you fans. Talking that A to the Z and the E, NXT, leaving you Japan and the scene on lock. Holding the street cup, but sit back, relax. Suspend Disbelief One.
Are we live?
We are. Greetings. We are the Suspend Disbelief Posse, and this is the Suspend Disbelief Podcast. My name is Adam, and
wait, what's your name?
My name is Wally Warlocks, and the Suspend Disbelief Podcast is a podcast about professional wrestling and the people that listen to it, and the people that are passionate enough to argue with each other about wrestling. On the show, we got my homeboy Troma.
What up? Shout out to the Troma Mafia.
And then my homeboy Curtis as well.
Future Shock.
What's up?
Yeah, we've known each other for over 20 years. And we've been all collectively been watching wrestling. Collectively been watching
20 years.
Collectively, listen, we collectively have been watching wrestling for over 90 years. We have over 90 years of wrestling watching history in our memory banks. So that's why we're valuable. That's what makes us that's why you want to listen to us. Hey.
Where the hell did this come from? This just came out of nowhere. Are you just freestyling off the top of your head with this?
You know?
I mean, I like it, but that just came out of nowhere. I mean,
It did come out of nowhere. I was totally not expecting it.
we were taken aback a little there.
I was taken back a little bit.
What it does though, it kind of sets the tone of like what we're about and what we're doing and why we're here, right?
It sets up all right.
And it lets the person know, like, right off the bat, like, oh, this is what you're listening to.
Honestly, I thought you were just doing that so we couldn't talk about how you were counting backwards before we went live. But
What are you talking about? I count regularly.
You know, when you went
4, 5, 3, 2, 1.
4, 5, 3, 2. But you know, I digress.
All right, bro. So go ahead and make fun of dyslexic people. So we're here
I'm
to
not making fun of anyone. Are you dyslexic for real?
Look, no, we're here to talk about Fastlane and WWE Fastlane today, which just ended it. You know, it ended right now, and it was
It.
Yeah. So Trova, tell me what I missed on the pre-show.
You missed nothing basically. Rusev and Nakamura beat Biggie and Xavier. It was an alright match. That's about it. They canceled Rey and Andrade and put them in 4-way, which we will get to later.
So wait a minute though. Why would they put Rey and Andrade on the fucking pre-show when they have like match of the night matches, right?
Exactly. That's the only reason I was kind of hyped for the pre-show. Was like, well, you know, if it's just something I'm not interested in, I'll skip it. I was like, Rey and Andrade, I'm gonna watch the pre-show, and then that match got canceled.
So
I think they were trying to save time, to be honest with you. I think they were just honestly trying to save time. If you look at one certain match that we'll get to on later, it was really, really, really way shorter than I thought it was going to be. One of the later matches on the
Why do you need to save time? It's your network. You can go as long as you want, you know?
Yeah, I understand that, but there has been kind of an ongoing complaint about how their shows are going too long, especially for the people there at the arenas. You know, a lot of these people got school and work the next day, and you know they don't want to be there fighting traffic till 11 midnight, o'clock at night and shit. You know.
But then if you're there in the arena already while the pre-show's going on, you're just sitting there for an hour anyway. I'd rather have a match going on than just sitting there for an hour. While these jackoffs are over here talking about what we're going to see tonight, you know?
I don't know. At the end of the day, it all comes down to Vince McMahon and all the decisions he makes, for the most part, make no sense. But that's just one man's opinion.
Hot take right at the beginning. All right, well, let's get into this then. The opener, this is WWE Fastlane, the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, which is only a month away. And I just gotta say it, we're on the fast lane to WrestleMania, boys! Woo!
I'm very excited about it myself.
Can you make that noise that they kept making during the show when they cut away from like a break or like a replay? The car noise? Yeah, someone make that noise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every time like we're about to go into a segment, you gotta make that sound, okay? So people know, that's how people know that we're about to switch it up, all right? Yo, you did that excellent. Yo, you are bringing your A game tonight, Wally.
Thank you.
All right. So, SmackDown Tag Team titles, Usos versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. Who wants... Whoa, bro.
Not then.
When we're done and we're gonna move on to the next match, then we do it.
So how about this? Every time you say Fastlane, I'll go.
That I'm just not gonna say it. All right, but yeah. So who wants to start us off? Usos. Well, you didn't see this match.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Actually,
quick disclaimer. I missed out on that match.
Although the Usos are like my favorite goddamn team, actually the Usos are my favorite wrestlers on the whole damn roster. Like bar none. Like I like watching the Usos. I think the Usos should be in the main event, but I didn't see the goddamn match, dude, because like I was busy.
You must not want to see it that much.
I
must not like it that much.
So wait a minute. I thought the pay-per-view started like at 6 o'clock, really. And
daylight savings, bro.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know.
So our Fastlane.
Was it really daylight savings?
Yeah, daylight savings.
Yes, it was.
When?
Yo, I know this because I had lost an hour of sleep when I had to go to fucking work this morning.
Yesterday?
So, yes.
Oh, it was today. No,
it started.
Yeah, we don't do that shit in California, really, right?
All right, we don't do that in Hawaii either, but it still affects us because that shit comes on an hour earlier now. But so our official, ladies and gentlemen, our official Fastlane review. I said Fastlane.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen?
I said Fastlane.
Oh, but you know what I'm more focused on is your goddamn hiccups already, dog. Like, you got the damn hiccups. You can't even get through the damn, you can't even do a podcast. So I'm trying to give you a second. I was trying to like...
Oh, is that a warning sign?
No. Look, yeah, when anyone's doing the hiccups when they're drinking...
I ain't got the hiccups, dude. I burp. But yeah, anyway. You're going to get on me when this is our Fastlane review and both y'all motherfuckers... And both y'all...
I love it. Brilliant.
Both y'all motherfuckers already missed the first match. But, okay.
So
how was that work?
Tell us what we missed. Tell us what we missed.
Not much.
So who won?
I'm not into this. Miz needs his daddy love.
Yeah,
Daddy's
I don't
love.
like Miz. I hate the Miz, actually.
Like, I like the Miz a lot, but he's so miscast in this, playing this little boy that just wants his daddy's approval. And, you know,
I did see the replay of the end of the match. Sorry, so.
Oh, no, yeah. They were, and so the Miz was kind of, you know, they were all for the Miz. And the Usos are the Usos. They're going to have a good match, you know. It was decent. Shane. He's going to do his crazy shit that everyone pops for. So, Usos did win. What I liked, the match was just whatever. It was so-so. What I liked was everyone expected the Miz to turn. Everyone was like, the Miz is going to be the heel. He's going to turn in his hometown. And what they did was they actually had Shane McMahon turn. And he, beat the shit out of the Miz. So, I mean, I think the Miz is miscast as a face, but I kind of like that they didn't just go with the obvious, the Miz turns in his hometown and kills Shane McMahon. So, you know, what do you guys think about this storyline? And it looks like we're getting Shane versus Miz at WrestleMania.
I guess I'll go. My whole thoughts on that storyline, I agree with you. I don't like it, really, at all. Like, more or less, like, it's not like I hate it. It's just more or less I don't care type of thing. And, yeah, I have a hard time buying The Miz as a face. But, you know, what they're doing and what they've done, trying to make him a face this time around, you know, I do appreciate the fact that they kind of went at it a totally different way this time than in the past. And it is actually kind of working. It's
definitely working.
He's starting to get over a lot. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm happy for the guy because, I've been watching him for fucking so long at this point. You know, all the way back. I remember seeing him in the real world. I was fucking that age, you know, watching that shit. fucking when it first aired. So just to see somebody like that come up like that throughout the years, and it's pretty impressive, even though it's hard for me to buy him sometimes as a serious performer, just because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way he wrestles or his look. But yeah, I just never can get like fully behind the Miz, you know, just as a fan. I appreciate the work that he's done and put in and shit. But other than that, at the end of the day, I really don't care. I do like that they did turn Shane into a heel. I think that might be kind of interesting to see a heel Shane, you know. I think it'd be kind of cool. Like maybe we'll see him in a match, and instead of him doing this crazy shit and possibly fucking dying on fucking live TV and shit, because he's an old ass man who shouldn't be doing this shit. You know, I think it'd be pretty funny to see him like tease that shit, like get on the top rope for the coast to coast and just be like, nah, fuck y'all. You know, like I can get behind that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that.
GMMM, thank you very much for helping me out with the audio issue and letting us know that something was going on. And hopefully I got that fixed. And if I didn't, let me know. But
we're having audio issues.
Yeah, and not only that, what I'm more shocked at is that we had an echo issue, but we had someone in the chat tell us like, hey, no more echo, because they probably wanted to hear what we were saying a little more clearly because we were saying it so well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. Well, so Wally, you're not a Miz fan.
I don't even. I hate to.
You're just ready to move on.
I don't even. Yeah, I didn't even watch the match. So.
All right. Well, then let's move on. Can I get our?
You got to say it first, Troma. You got to say it.
Trigger, bro.
Fastlane. Yo, wait. When that stops being funny, I'm gonna quit this podcast for real. All right, SmackDown's woman title, Asuka, Mandy Rose. Did anyone see this match?
Damn, I missed this match too. Fuck. God damn.
Wally, I already know the answer. Looking at you.
I mean, I probably would have started talking about it if I had watched it. So
this was nothing special either.
I think the revival, though, the revival and Aleister Black and
whoa, we'll get to that, man. We're going match. This is the match by match review. Calm down, dog. You're on the fast lane to the end of the podcast. All right, Asuka won. Challenger of the month. Didn't mean anything. They teased that Kofi was going to be in the match with Daniel and Kevin Owens. It was a setup. The Bar came out, beat the shit out of him. Didn't mean anything. Just pissed everyone off. I want to get into like a more lengthy discussion of Kofi Kingston, but we can do that like a little later during the main event title match. Let's go to the match that Adam Wally just desperately wants to speak about for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Is that
here on Fastlane?
I didn't even realize that
here at Fastlane.
Oh, Verm. Oh, my set. Verm. Slow down. Like I'm listening, but I'm also
fucking love it.
I'm also looking for my chance to jump in and speak. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm telling you right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, man, I think that these guys are gonna be a pretty big deal on Raw because they're putting them, Aleister Black and Ricochet. Aleister Black's music is just so badass too. It's just like, Duh! I'm like, fuck yes, I worship the devil. Like I'm like, yeah, like give it to me. Like it's so cool. It's like, dude, and they just make him like rise up out there, like, and he looks like that's the hell of an entrance, man, for like a new rookie to have. Like, he's not a rookie. I'm not saying he's a rookie, but that's an awesome entrance. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah, but you've seen him down at NXT, right? So I mean, it's not.
I mean, no, but I'm just saying for Raw, like for you know what I'm saying.
It is cool to see it on the main stage,
right? And you don't really see that, too much for new guys down there.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear my thoughts on the whole Aleister Black and Ricochet coming to Raw as a team? and all that. Here's
well,
what I
that's what we're
think.
here for.
Here's what I think. Like, this is a bit of a prediction. I think that they brought them there, and eventually one of them's going to turn on each other, and then bam, that's going to be an awesome feud. And that'd be an awesome feud. If they do it right, and if they book it right, and they give it enough screen time, that could be an awesome feud. Ricochet versus Aleister Black. Oh man, dude. That'd be awesome. I mean, that'd be a good match for WrestleMania, I think. If they can, I mean, it'd be a little tough within 4 weeks, but I think they could do it. But definitely by the next pay-per-view after that,
you think
the one
they're
after
gonna
that.
get a WrestleMania spot is what you're saying?
No, that's not my prediction. I'm saying they could, but my prediction is that they're going to eventually break them up and they're going to have them feuding.
Wait a minute. I think they're going to get a WrestleMania spot. I mean, this feud is obviously going to continue. I think this is the WrestleMania match right here. These 3 teams doing it again at WrestleMania.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
You don't think you're putting these guys on WrestleMania?
First of all, the Revival ain't getting on WrestleMania. And Revival is not getting on WrestleMania. Ricochet and Aleister Black is hell no, not this WrestleMania. Maybe next WrestleMania, not this WrestleMania. Hell no.
I don't know.
They're gonna get on WrestleMania.
You forget about the Revival. Vince doesn't want to lose them to AEW. Everybody knows that.
He's gonna lose them. He's already lost them. They're gone.
He's not gonna lose them.
He's already lost them.
I don't think so.
So what about the match itself?
FTR on their gear, dude. Hashtag
Yeah,
FTR.
Yeah, that means forever
that
the Revival.
No,
forever
the Revival. It means fuck the Revival.
No, I know that's where it came from.
No. Actually, you're both wrong. It means free the Revival. Because they want to be released.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right.
Cody Rhodes made it fuck the Revival.
That's right.
Well, what about the match, though? The match itself.
Why do they want to be released then? I mean, we're talking about it. Why do they want to be released?
Because they were not being used, and they were being, these guys were like one of the best tag teams in the world down in NXT. They were having match of the year contenders, and they got called up, and they didn't do anything with them. Same reason the Usos wanted to be released. Everyone wants to be released. And what did Vince do? He put the belts on them, and then what did Vince do? He made them go on a losing streak. So I mean, So I do see them being on WrestleMania because it's the tag titles, and it's going to be a 17-hour show this year. I'm sure you can find a place to get this tag title match in. Maybe it's on the kickoff, but they're going to be at WrestleMania. They're going to be there. I thought this was probably the first good match of the show. If it had another 5 minutes, it probably could have been great. I think the Revival are amazing. Ricochet and Aleister Black are great. Chad Gable's great. Bobby Roode in a tag team setting can be very good, very effective.
I love Bobby Roode. I love Bobby Roode.
And a tag team. I don't think he can be a singles guy at this point. I like the team, though.
I've always liked Bobby Roode. I've always been a fan of him.
You hate Bobby Roode?
I really do, man. I really don't.
You hate a lot of people, though.
I do. But Bobby Roode just doesn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? He's just kind of very...
He's an acquired taste.
I think he's
a very TNA guy,
Yes, that's a great point. He's a big fish for a small pond, and then when he gets to a big pond, it's very obvious that he's a big fish for a small pond. He is not a top level guy in the big time,
I don't know. I disagree. I think if you book him right and put him with the right people, I think he could be a big star. But I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased because he kind of he kind of really reminds me of that old school, that really old school kind of style of wrestling with the look and everything and the entrance and all that shit. I don't know. I just always liked that really old stuff. So that shit just appeals to me. I mean, and he's really good at it too. He's really good at just the little shit he does in the ring. Especially with his facial expressions and shit. I think he has some of the best facial expressions in the entire business.
Bobby
I think.
Roode? What?
Yeah. I really do. His fundamentals are really, really good. That's just my opinion. That's just one man's opinion.
I've never thought about who's got the best facial expressions. I really see probably.
Hey guys,
I've got to say,
I'm
Sean.
pretty good at facials. I'm just saying.
I bet you are.
Yeah, I bet you.
Sorry.
That got awkward.
Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, the Revival won. Let's move on. The next match on WWE Fastlane. All right, U.S. title: Samoa Joe, R-Truth, Andrade, Rey Mysterio. So this Joe R-Truth in there for the U.S. title. Joe just won this title on SmackDown, I believe. So they set this up in the pre-show with Carmella and Zelina bitching, and Joe was, Joe's a bad motherfucker, and he was like, I'll take both those motherfuckers and beat their asses tonight. So yeah, what about this match?
Yeah, R-Truth is 6 years older than John Cena.
R-Truth is old, man. He's like got the fountain of youth, because that fool has looked the same since he debuted in the WWE teaming with Road Dogg like all those years ago. He looked exactly the same. But that dude is like mid-40s at least. He's got to be up there, man.
It's really impressive. The way he's kind of just.
Hey.
What?
Oh no, I was gonna say something kind of. Well, my girlfriend's black, so I can say this. Black don't crack. Go on. Moving on.
Well, it's not even that.
It's true. Black people age very well.
Wait a minute, guys. All right.
Well, I can say that. My girl is half black. Her dad looks like Samuel L. Jackson, like a 7 foot Samuel L. Jackson. I shit you not.
What I'm talking about is his athleticism, like that. He's still taking bumps like that. That he's still moving like that.
Oh yeah,
he's still
hellish.
It's not how he looks. All right, like I don't give a shit what he looks like. All right, I'm talking about like his.
You said you were saying he looks young, and
no,
we were just
young. I never said he looks young. I said he's about. What, 50-something years old? And
I just looked it up. He's 47 years old.
47 years old. He's 47.
Wow.
47, and he's doing something like that. Hey, that means like I've got 11 years to join and wrestle. If he could do it at 47, if he got a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying I could be like R-Truth. But another thing about R-Truth, that he's been really funny too on screen. Like, I really like watching him now. So, sometimes when he used to come out and be like, what's up? And I'd be like, that's so corny, But he's super funny on screen. Like, this John Cena thing that he's doing, like, John Cena's my idol. Do it for John, Ron Cena. I fucking love it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he is right. I mean, R-Truth is the kind of guy that, like, I was,
very entertaining. Yes.
Yeah, he'll always have a spot, because he always can get himself over. He's not going to ever be the world champion. He's not going to be, main event guy, but he'll always have a spot there. He'll always pop a crowd. He'll always get a reaction, So he's going to be there forever. And he's honestly having a really good run. I mean, you look at this match and you see Samoa Joe, you see Andrade, you see Rey Mysterio. R-Truth should stick out like a sore thumb in this match. It should be like, why is R-Truth in here? But, I mean, he held his own, and he went in there, and he looked good in there. They had a really good match.
Yeah,
I agree. That whole match was really good. Like, my favorite spot in particular is when Ray did that.
So memorable, such a memorable spot.
Yeah, the spot that I really remember.
Shut up, fuck y'all.
That I can't even come up with now. Just so,
No, I was trying to remember who was doing it. It was Ray when he was on the top rope. And he did that Hurricane Rana on Andrade while he was on R-Truth's shoulders. That was my favorite spot the whole match. That shit was awesome.
That spot. He did that double Hurricane Rana. He did that Hurricane Rana from the top to the floor. I mean, Ray was on tonight. I mean, Andrade was on.
Andrade was on.
Andrade,
everybody was.
Everyone, they were rocking it tonight, man. They killed it in there. And, Joe finally got a title. I mean, good for Joe. I mean, I don't think it should be the U.S.
Speaking of that, I'm so happy to see Joe win on a pay-per-view finally. Jesus fucking Christ.
And he beat Mysterio. I mean, he choked him out. So, I mean, that's like a kind of a big...
That's a big rub. That's a big rub.
Good for Joe.
Yeah, I'm so happy for Joe. I'm just so glad he finally has some gold around his waist.
What's wrong? What, Wally? You hate Joe too?
No, I love Joe.
Sorry, make a face. I was like, he's about to be like, I hate Joe.
I didn't want him to win though.
Why not?
Because I want him out of that. I think he should be in the WWE main heavyweight in the heavyweight title picture. I don't like him chasing that belt.
Yeah.
Like
obviously,
that,
but I mean, if not, you might as well have him do something.
No, but like, look. It's obviously going to be Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan and Kevin Steen at Fastlane, right? I mean at WrestleMania. That's what it's going to be.
I think Owens is out. I think it's just going to be Bryan and Kofi. But yo, let's save that. That match is coming up. We can talk all about that scenarios. Let's just go through this.
Like Joe, I think that Joe
should be in the mix.
Should be in the mix, right? Like, it would be a lot. I just think that the return of both Steen and Joe should have been like together, like both chasing the same belt, or like, I don't know. I feel like Joe's not being used well enough, and Andrade and Ray should be on their own too, like just do them two alone, just working like a bunch of matches leading to the 205 Live like belt at WrestleMania or something like that,
Well, those two are way beyond 205 Live.
No, I feel like if you brought Rey Mysterio to 205 Live, then I'm watching 205 Live. You know what I'm saying? If Ray and Andrade are on 205 Live, I'm watching it. But
you don't think that's like a big demotion for them? I mean, they're looking to bring guys up from 205 Live.
No, well, okay, like because what's his name? What's his goddamn Mustafa Ali, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, this kid is dope.
We're gonna talk about that match.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I got some thoughts on that match too.
But it makes me want to see a little bit more of 205 Live, but there's not enough there yet for me to be like, but who's that guy who doesn't like?
Yeah, but
who doesn't like people doing jumps and shit like that? Who's that? What's his name? Fucking
Drew Gulak.
Gulak. He looks very like, ugh, fuck
but
that guy.
But that's the thing. Like, what I'm saying is, you're saying this now because you're seeing Mustafa Ali on SmackDown. So Mustafa Ali's been there on 205 Line doing this for years now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
To bring, like,
are you watching it though? I'm saying though, are you watching 205 Live to see who the new? I am hearing your point, but are you hearing? No, you're not hearing my point though. You're talking about how great Mustafa Ali is. Did you think Mustafa Ali was great before? You just said how great Mustafa Ali was. I'm saying,
but that's not my point.
Did you say he was great before he got? My point is, if you're not watching, how do you know there's nothing there to watch? Did you know Mustafa Ali was great before he got to SmackDown?
But my point
he's been great.
My point is that there's nothing enough to bring me there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough I want to watch, but there's no real pull, right? It's like a Rey Mysterio and Andrade. If I knew, just like you watched the pre-show for that match, I would probably watch 205 Live for that shit. I started watching NXT for Tommaso Ciampa and what's his face, Johnny Champion, and
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Champion, yeah.
Okay, but those two are organic, though. I mean,
but that's why
you watched that because you heard about them, right?
That's a whole different conversation.
Well, no, I watched that because I saw them on the NXT stuff, and I was like, oh, that's what's going on in NXT. Oh, I like that. Let me start watching that shit, right? So now they're up on the main roster again. I'm not gonna start watching NXT until something else catches my eye. And the only thing that's on there that I like is the Undisputed Era, and it seems like they're not getting pulled up.
Okay, but I'm saying though, like, so how do you know there's nothing you like, and if you don't watch it though? That's what I'm saying. Like, you got into NXT because you saw those two.
It's very hard to get me to watch something new, just like our entire lives.
That's a personal problem.
No, it's just me. I don't like things that are new. Like, I like things that I've always liked. So, yeah.
So you need a Rey Mysterio and an Andrade to get you to watch 205 Live, and then you'll see, holy shit, they actually got a lot of talent down here.
Exactly.
All right, cool. I understand. That makes more sense. Okay, let's move on. Women's tag team title here at Fastlane.
So Sasha and Vroom, you gotta say WWE Fastlane, right?
Excuse me, motherfucker. Branding WWE Fastlane.
Vroom.
So Banks and Bailey, the Boston Hug Connection, or as I've heard people calling them, and I like it so much more, Boss Hugs and Harmony, versus
that's pretty good.
That's better than the Boston Hug Connection.
So they kind of remind me right now of the old school era of WWE, the 90s era of WWE, where I was a kid, where it's like they made like wrestling cards of the wrestlers holding their hands like this, and that's kind of like what I think of when I see them. Yeah, like they're like in the gym, they're like in front of lockers, and it's like
doing that though. Why are you doing that?
What, fisting?
I'm just waiting my turn.
I'm not asking why you're fisting. I'm asking why he's covering his face like he's disgusted or something.
No, I'm just waiting my turn about this match. I'm just waiting.
Okay. It has nothing to do with what he's saying.
No, it has nothing to do with what you're saying. I'm just waiting my turn on this match.
Okay, continue. I was like, what? Did you say something? Because this motherfucker was like, oh. I'm like, what did he say? He didn't say nothing bad.
No, he didn't. No, you didn't.
No, they just remind me of that I really like Sasha Banks, and I don't think she should be in this tag team because it makes it looks weak. It makes her look weak. It makes her look very weak because compared to like Becky Lynch and compared to Charlotte, Sasha looks like damn.
They both look crap. They look like such undercarders compared to the main event right now.
And it's like, god damn, Sasha should be. I don't know. I just feel like she's the best wrestler on the card.
Hey, Future Shock, did you know that Sasha Banks is the Shawn Michaels of the women's division?
She is.
Did you know that? If you don't, you go back like a year ago and watch our first show. That was like the first time I ever yelled at Wally over here.
Well,
it was a big yell. Very big yell.
You know what? I take that back, actually. Sasha Banks is the Eddie Guerrero of the women's division.
Closer, but still wrong.
All right, bro.
Go ahead.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
This match fucking sucked.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
No, it didn't kind of suck. It sucked. It was bad.
It was
It
bad.
was really bad by everybody. Granted, the best one out there was Bailey. No, let me finish. The best one out there. The best one out there was Bailey.
Lighten up on them, bro. It's all right. They're trying.
God damn.
It's okay.
This was horrible.
You don't gotta get so angry.
Let him be passionate.
I appreciate the passion.
No, you don't understand.
But
it makes me fucking angry that you have these two girls, right? That they keep saying are the first ever women's tag team champions, which is entirely not true. On top of that, these two girls were fucking awesome in NXT. They were fucking awesome in NXT. And as soon as they came up to the main roster, what did they do? They fucked it up.
No.
They fucked it up.
No,
not them.
Sasha had a good run, dog. Sasha and Charlotte had a really good run, man.
Yeah, they had a really good run, but they totally fucked up Bailey.
Bailey had a good run too. Bailey had a good. No, wait a minute. Look,
Bailey kind of fucked
first
in the beginning.
Wait a minute.
She got fucked in the beginning, but
first of all, do not blame Bailey and Charlotte and Sasha. All right, because that wasn't what I felt was bad.
Did you hear me blame anybody?
No, because
did you hear me blame anybody?
Because I haven't heard.
I did not blame anybody. What I said was this match sucked. This match was very bad.
Unfortunately.
Hey, can we all agree that Nia
everybody made mistakes? Everybody made a lot of mistakes in this match to the point that it drastically hurt.
What I believe though is that we're not wrestlers, so we can't be like, oh, it was like
I used to wrestle. I used to wrestle, so I can say this. Yes, I used to wrestle.
It's the wrestle, huh? Wrestle with your Jimmy.
Yeah, you want to come over? I'll show you to disgrace my face.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll show you that, and then we'll talk.
Where you
on
y'all
who
gonna
wants to
fight?
wrestle in jammies and shit. Because I will wrestle you I'll wrestle you fucking butt naked,
No.
and we'll see how professional.
we got to put that shit on pay-per-view.
Yes, next week.
And just
Next episode. Next episode.
Troma, don't laugh. You just want
John.
that for your personal collection.
Yo, not next episode, man. We got to like start a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter. We get this shit together because that's like flights and
Yeah, look, wearing these jammies.
All right. I'm gonna agree. This match sucked.
Yeah, pink and yellow sheep on them with little
Sasha
purple
and
flags.
and it looks like they're setting up Tamina and Nia versus Natalya and Beth Phoenix. So that looks like
I do have to say, I got really hyped when Beth Phoenix did get involved because like right then and there it's just like we're gonna see Beth Phoenix back in the ring. That's cool. I like Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix is nothing special to me, and she never has been. I mean,
I know she's like nothing like super spectacular. I've always liked her.
I mean, this looks like it's set up for WrestleMania. So you're telling me
obviously
this is going to be on WrestleMania, but the Revival aren't getting on WrestleMania, but this is going to get on WrestleMania? Like,
no, they're not getting on WrestleMania.
But this is going to get on WrestleMania.
I'm willing to bet money on that.
Beth Phoenix not getting.
I'm willing to put money on that.
They set up this Phoenix and Natalya versus Tamina and Jax. This is definitely going to be
not from WrestleMania. That's not.
They're not going to do this for Raw. There's no more pay-per-views.
It's going to be.
I'm willing to put money on. I'm willing to put money down on that bet.
It's
put
heat,
money
it's
on.
Heat for Tamina. It's heat for Nia Jax. It's just heat for Nia Jax. That's all it is.
You don't think they're making a match out of this?
It's heat for Nia Jax. That's it.
All right, let's move on. Let's get into this because we're gonna have a lot. Everyone probably has a lot to say about this. It's a lot of story here. So, the WWE title match at WWE Fastlane. All right, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Mustafa Ali.
First of all,
go ahead.
The troll by fucking Vince McMahon, right? Because I'm like, of course it's gonna be Kofi Kingston, right? Of course it's gonna be Kofi Kingston. Oh, why didn't they just leave that for fucking WrestleMania? Like, give Kofi his moment at WrestleMania. What the fuck, And then Mustafa Ali comes. I'm like, fucking Vince McMahon got me again.
that was a very
got me again. Like, fucking shit. All right, thanks. I guess I'm still watching. That's why I'm still suspended disbelief. Right.
Get that name out there. So what do you think of the match itself?
It was awesome, though. So I said it was awesome. I wrote it in the fucking group chat like, yo, this match. I made a fucking image about it.
Where were you watching this? What group chat?
The one that's our group chat, the Suspended Disbelief STP chat. That you probably left now. You probably don't get the notifications because you didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, we all having like a viewing party without me and shit. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that image, Curtis? Did you think it was funny?
I didn't see it, obviously. Oh, he said, eh.
That's okay. It was a.
It made me smile.
There you go. That's all I want to do.
All right.
All he wants to do is make you smile, dude. What do you think about the match?
I think it was the obvious best match of the night. The crowd at times did feel like they kind of shitted on it a little bit at times, so they kind of ruined it here and there for me because these guys are in there busting their ass, putting on a fucking match of a lifetime, and there's times where the crowd just give a shit less. They weren't hardly ever on their feet. But that's just, that doesn't matter. The match itself was fucking awesome. It was really cool to see Mustafa Ali come out and get pretty much booed out the building. And then throughout the match, you can hear him winning over the crowd. And I thought that was kind of cool, to see that. It really shows you how good Mustafa Ali really is, And just everybody in that match fuck, man. I mean, I don't even know where to start, really. I mean, Daniel Bryan is just...
Daniel Bryan's as good as a heel as he has a babyface, dude.
This new character is just something else. It's unlike anything he's ever done.
Because I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. It's like,
it's so perfect.
It's so fucking good.
Perfect. when he came out with that self-sustaining fucking title,
hemp title.
I about died.
The title made of hemp.
It was perfect. It was like he's complete now.
I love that he calls
himself Daniel Bryan,
the planet's champion. The
new Daniel Bryan.
The new.
He's the planet's champion. I love that shit.
This is Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was just saying, just marking out over fucking Daniel Bryan, how amazing he is.
Daniel Bryan has been amazing. The thing was, like, I was kind of worried about Daniel Bryan for a little while because he turned, and I was worried because, he just came back. Everyone really loved him. I thought it's going to be hard for him to make a turn, and the people are not going to still support him. He's pulled that off great. Then, that Rumble match with AJ, which was really boring for like two of the best wrestlers in the world. And I was like, what's going on here, Daniel? But then, that SmackDown gauntlet, the Chamber, and then this match, I mean, he's hit his stride. He's becoming like, the top heel on SmackDown. Fucking Kevin Owens, he looks great. He looks rejuvenated. He killed it in that match. And like you said about Ali, I mean, the most impressive thing to me was these people were ready to fucking hate Mustafa Ali.
They were.
Just because he was not Kofi Kingston. They were ready to shit on this kid. And I was saying to myself, this is stupid.
And that's it.
Why put him in this situation? I mean,
and that's it. They weren't. They weren't booing him. Like, they weren't booing at him.
It's because he wasn't Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. They were booing at Vince McMahon. Like, boo, we don't want him. We want Kofi.
Why put him in this situation? But he's so fucking good that by the end of that match, dude, he did so much shit that you couldn't not cheer for him. Even if you wanted to hate him, like, the shit he did in that match, you couldn't not be like, holy fuck, I mean,
that 450 on the fucking apron, holy shit, dude. Yep. Jesus fucking Christ. That shit was insane.
The way the crowd was chanting, we want Kofi throughout that match, right? So now what I'm thinking though, like, is that shit transcendable? Like, is that chant gonna go like, we want Kofi during like the Raw main event? You know what I'm saying? Like during the fucking Brock Lesnar and that match, like the way Daniel Bryan shit was going, like during the main event they're chanting for during the main event they're chanting for Daniel Bryan, but they're only chanting for Kofi Kingston during like the semi main event. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are they going to be chanting for him during the fucking main event where it's going to be a full-on Kofi Kingston moment at WrestleMania where he's getting his shit at the end, like very end, balloons pouring down kind of thing? Is it going to be that type of Kofi Kingston?
I don't think it's going to go that far.
Exactly. So why? Because he's not fucking a certain type of skin color?
Oh, let's not make this racial. I mean,
look. No. Here's something we're all forgetting. Here's something we're all forgetting.
Wait a minute.
No, hold on.
No,
here's something we're all forgetting.
I'm still making a point.
Sorry.
Is that I was joking, but why isn't Kofi's level of moment Kofi Mania? What, if it's WrestleMania, if WrestleMania got the fucking big. The grand fucking, treatment, the royal treatment, why Kofi Mania can't fucking get the royal treatment?
It's because it's brand specific. I mean, if you're watching a Raw main event, why are you going to cheer for Kofi? He's not on Raw. He's not going to challenge for that title.
Because the fucking brands are melding. The brands are melding anyway.
Dude, they did this. This was the point of this. Why do you think Vince took him out of this specific match? It's to get the crowd to chant for him to build up his shot at WrestleMania. This is exactly what they wanted. I mean, why are you going to cheer for Kofi during the Shield match? It would not make sense. Because he's not going to ever interact with them. It makes no sense to me. Because you're going to chant for him why would it make sense to chant for Kofi in the main event? That's my thing.
Look. All I'm saying, right? WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan got the fucking royal treatment.
Were they chanting for him in every single match, though?
Dude, they were chanting for Daniel Bryan in fucking matches he weren't even like part of. You know?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Storyline.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and that we're all forgetting about the Kofi Kingston situation, and also is like the big difference between the Kofi Kingston getting over and Daniel Bryan getting over like he did with the Yes Movement is the fact that that wasn't supposed to happen, because it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali in that gauntlet match, not Kofi Kingston. It was originally supposed to be Mustafa Ali that was going to go through that gauntlet match like Kofi did. So if that was to happen, would we be sitting here talking about Kofi, or would we be sitting here talking about Mustafa Ali?
No, but the thing is that if it wasn't supposed to be Kofi, because it's supposed to be Kofi. We all know it's supposed to be Kofi at WrestleMania.
Now, the thing with Daniel Bryan, he got himself so over with the fans so organically that Vince had to listen. He had to do something. It just got to that point. He just basically did it to shut the people up. And that's how we got, the miracle on 34th Street.
So you're saying that this is a synthetic, this Kofi Mania is synthetic and created by Vince McMahon as opposed to the organic.
No. I'm saying tonight was synthetically created by Vince McMahon. Because why would you take Kofi out of the match unless you want to build up for get the fans so rabid and chanting for him tonight, but by the time he gets it at Mania, it's at a fever pitch. That was created by Vince. The original thing with Kofi was definitely created by the fans. I mean, he went an hour in that gauntlet match, got people buzzing over him, Then he went to the chamber, he got people buzzing over him. I mean, he really got people buzzing over him, and Vince,
and
was like
but now it's Kofi. Kofi's got people behind him, right? Like I want to see Kofi win the championship, and not only that, no, I want to see Kofi I want Kofi to get his moment, not just.
And I don't think you save it for WrestleMania unless you're going to give him that moment. Because if you were just going to make him the challenger of the month just to throw the fans a bone, you could have gave him the match at Fastlane.
The way they do
have him do a good match and then have Bryan beat him. You know what I mean?
The way they do
I think that's what they're setting it up.
The way they do it, they don't even give him a match this WrestleMania. They don't even give him a match. That's how you do it. And then next year, watch, dog.
You're gonna hold this off for a year, dude? Come on, man.
They did. That's what they do with Daniel Bryan. He said that in his fucking on a podcast. For a whole fucking year, he suggested it.
I don't think Kofi can hold that for a whole year.
I think it would be a whole year, and then give him the Universal.
The thing is, I think this says a lot to that, wins, losses, and having good matches. It still matters because, he got over. Kofi's been around 11 years. He's not doing anything new, but just the fact that he put on such a great performance in that gauntlet and the chamber got everyone behind him. You remember when Seth Rollins was the IC champion, and for like a period of time, he was like the hottest motherfucker going just because he was having great matches every week. Becky Lynch, she wasn't doing anything. She went on a win streak on SmackDown. All of a sudden, she's, super over.
Right, what win streak are you talking about? For a year, she wins all her matches. So what?
I'm talking about but before that happened, she was nothing. She was on SmackDown doing nothing. And then they put this big win streak on her. All of a sudden,
do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear? She was on SmackDown doing nothing. But she's on SmackDown on TV.
She's on SmackDown right now. She's still fuck. She's
but Adam, you gotta understand the importance.
It's wins and losses. Look at Rusev. He was the most over guy in the company. They fucking didn't do nothing with him, and now what? No one cares about Rusev again.
Dude, because Rusev's on a certain level, man. And the thing is, in order to get to the next level, you kind of get
is on a different level than Rusev.
Yeah, Kofi.
He's been hot for like a month, dude. Before that, what was Kofi doing?
The thing about wins and losses, what makes them work, is long-term booking, which WWE does not do.
Yes, they do.
They suck at it. All they do is 50-50 booking. You win.
No, they don't.
You win, you lose. There's nothing long term.
They might fuck with a storyline for a year, but they're not doing it like they used to back in the old days, where they had a specific storyline, like this happens, then this happens, then this happens, and then we end it with this. They're not doing that. They have like, all right, this is where we kind of want to go this year. And then they'll kind of go this way. And it's like, oh, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go this way, see what happens. Oh, let's go this way, see what happens. Oh, you know what? I didn't like that. So let's go back this other way because it makes no fucking sense.
But you know what? That's not a bad thing, though.
Because no, it's not always a bad thing.
Then there would be no Kofi Kingston push right now. Kofi wasn't going to be the man, They went with it,
And that's the problem. I think that's what Vince has kind of lost touch to find that balance between the long-term and the short-term booking. I mean, he has, his good ones here and there, but it's just like, man, it's just so much shit just don't make any sense. It's so hard for me to watch WWE nowadays because it's just like with the nonsense storylines and the constant turns. Somebody's a face one week, or they're a heel this week. They're a face again.
What are we talking about again?
I think I went off in a tangent or something.
Yeah, he went off on his own thing. All right, well, we can all agree that this match was awesome, though. Daniel Bryan won.
It's like, what the fuck? I was like, where's the
Hey, he did give a disclaimer that this was probably going to go on for a while, and there's a lot of story to it, so I'm done with my story.
Yo, he hit that fucking knee off of that moonsault. That shit looks
when they showed it in slow-mo. Oh, man.
All right, so let's get into Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair on WWE Fastlane.
By the way, Ronda Rousey got me mad the other day, dude.
WWE Fastlane.
Yeah. Oh, you said Fastlane, not WWE Fastlane.
You said WWE.
Oh, sorry, man. I was kind of like, I was thinking about Ronda.
He was right.
Yeah, but I was thinking about.
No, I'm not gonna accept that half-ass one. Okay, right. We got 2 matches left. You got to give me your all, bro.
I promise.
WWE Fastlane.
Burn.
This asshole. All right. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. This match pissed me the fuck off.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. First, like Ronda, before this match, okay? They got like Ronda Rousey got me mad on. I saw that fucking little interview. I was just like,
oh yeah, you're one of those people that got pissed off about this, are ya?
I was like, oh.
You know what they call that?
You know what they call it? Fuck LA. I was like,
fucking marks. That's what they call those people.
What's the name of the show, bro? What's the name of the show? All I'm saying.
You were suspending your disbelief?
Yo, I got on Twitter. I tagged Ronda Rousey. I said, fuck you, Ronda.
Oh my God, you're one of those motherfuckers that tweet wrestlers and shit.
He was that mad, dude.
Yo.
She
said fuck LA. She said fuck LA. And I'm like, what? Fuck you. Like, that's, I don't know. I just thought she was mad. Like, she said fuck you to the fans, Like, that's where I was like, fuck.
She pissed a lot of people off, and I think it's fucking great. You know what that is? That is suspend disbelief in action.
What I really liked,
everyone pissed.
What I really liked about this match, though, is the ending. Like, it was kind of like, oh, of course, Ronda's coming in.
Right now?
Huh?
That's what you liked about this match?
I love the ending. I said what I really liked about this match, right, was the end. Was the way they ended it, man. Because Ronda got her what she wanted the whole fucking way. What, you didn't like that?
Yeah. No, I get that. That, but that makes Becky Lynch look so fucking weak.
A little bit.
Like, seriously, you couldn't have Becky Lynch just going there and win, get her into the match, and then have her do something. It makes
Ronda look good, though. It makes Ronda look good.
How does that make her look good? It makes her look stupid.
It makes her look smart. It makes her look smart.
How does that make her look smart? Now she's got 2 opponents instead of 1.
Because she
don't even have to be pinned to lose her title.
She looks like she's just she doesn't even care about the title. She just wants to get her hands on Becky.
So a lot of people are saying that this match at WrestleMania was a lot more it's been too fucked with. It's been overproduced, right? And people are fucking with it too much. And before, when it was just after Royal Rumble, and it was just Becky had won. It was Becky and fucking Ronda. it was like, oh shit, it's about to be, you know, on like King Jong, you know, like, thank you.
This fool said thank you, like he just made the best ever. Went, oh, thank you. Thanks so much for reacting.
Anyway, back on like King Jong, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, I like the part where, you know, she didn't want to go into the see the doctors and, you know, blah blah. Like, I like that whole aspect, and I feel like if they just kept playing that until WrestleMania, like, oh, we don't know, she still hasn't gone to the doctors, we don't know, she still hasn't gone, like, we don't know, she still hasn't gone to the doctor yet, and it's like a week before WrestleMania, you know, like, you gotta go to, you know, like, and then she goes to the doctors, and then, like, okay, like, she's gonna wrestle at WrestleMania, like, boom, if it was just like that, man, I'd be so hyped for that. That'd have been a WrestleMania main event. That'd have been the way to end the show. But I don't even give a shit barely about this match because I know what's gonna happen now. You know, Ronda's gonna keep the belt. Ronda's keeping the belt.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is, there's been a lot of. They're trying to like blur the lines a little too much here, but the fact is, there's actually been a lot of real life shit that's been playing into it too, which makes everything fucked up because, you know, there is the thing that Ronda's not going to re-sign, that she wants to go and have children with Travis Brown, and she wants to...
No. Ronda's re-signed. Ronda's coming back. She's taking a break. She's had a year. She's got like 3 more years, dog. She's got 4 more years on her contract, right?
Bro.
No. She didn't sign for 1 year, dog.
Bro, you and your contract talk, you're always wrong.
She didn't sign. She signed for 1 year.
Even if she... yeah, she's like on that Brock Lesnar deal, dog.
You know what? Hold up. Keep talking. Go ahead.
All right. What I'm saying is, because of that, I think that they had no choice but to turn her heel, because she already had I think what they wanted to do was have Becky as the hero, have Charlotte as the villain, and Ronda was kind of like, you know, the middle ground, you know. But I think because a lot of people are assuming that Ronda's just leaving now after Mania, you know, they're gonna boo her anyway. And then, you know, there's the whole Becky thing. She legitimately got hurt. They had to write her out for a little bit, so they had to do this whole storyline with her.
So I'm going to cut you off right there just to let you know that the WWE released a statement about Ronda Rousey's contract status, and it said, WWE spokesperson tells us that Ronda Rousey is under contract with WWE until April 10th, 2021. Whether she wants to start a family is a private matter.
Pulling up the facts on you.
So
yeah, who released that? WWE?
Yeah.
WWE are also
on WWE.com.
Yeah, they're also the people that approved her doing that video where she called wrestling scripted and everything.
Well, so what I'm talking about,
just saying that could be storyline.
What, that she's under contract?
Yeah, that could be storyline. WWE also released a statement that Dean Ambrose is leaving. Does anyone think Dean Ambrose is still leaving after tonight?
I don't think
they talked about it on TV that many times.
Even when they first mentioned it, I mean, by them not giving like the Revival release and these other people, they wouldn't give him a release, but Dean asked for it, and they're like, oh, okay.
There's a difference between asking for a release and your contract.
Wait. Ronda leaving for a year or something is her taking a break or leaving for whatever?
Yeah, but still. So her leaving for a year, I mean, that's still her being gone for a whole year, though, right?
That's not her leaving, though, dog.
That's basically her leaving.
A year is nothing, man. A year is nothing, really. It's 52 episodes.
A year when you have fucking...
Hey, how long have we been doing this show? A year, right?
And we've done what, 5 shows in a year?
15 actually. 16 is the 16th. So
either way, what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of things have gone.
16.
I do think they've overdone it. I think, you know, once everyone kind of knew that Ronda might be leaving, they decided to just go all the way with it and turn Ronda heel and make her this wrestling is fake. I mean, her and Becky, their Twitter feud, I mean, it's getting crazy. I think, you know, I still think it's going to be a good match. I'm still into it. I'm one of the few people that actually like adding Charlotte to the match because I think it's going to be a better match with Charlotte in there. But, you know, I do think that you got to go with, you know, it's got a main event and you got gotta have Becky go over.
All right.
And I don't like how this is up because I think they made Becky look weak, but I understand why they did it.
All right.
People are not going to care. People are not even going to remember come WrestleMania. Hell, they're not even going to remember next week. People are not going to care as far as that. Like, my opinion on the match, like, this is the match I thought that was like, wow, this match was kind of really short, almost too short.
Yeah,
and yeah, I didn't like.
It was actually short. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't like Ronda coming in and forcing the DQ so Becky can get into WrestleMania. It did make Becky look weak, but you know, at the end of the day, nobody's going to care, and she'll be fine. People are still going to cheer for her. You know, she's still going to be hella over. So that's that. But yeah, it's just, you know, like when Ronda came out and, you know, did that shoot interview, you know, it just, when she came out there and it's just like, oh, I guess this is her shooting, huh? And yeah, and I wasn't impressed. And as far as her like going heel, like I almost kind of halfway believe that they're kind of turning her heel now to kind of prep her for the future for the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen that they still want to do. So I think that, yeah, with Shayna Baszler and I can't remember the other.
Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that. I think that the heel thing is that really shows that I think maybe that's why she is taking a break or leaving, you know, however you want to say it. Because you don't turn Ronda Rousey heel unless, you know, she's leaving. I mean, that was your, you know, big project. That was your moneymaker. You don't turn her heel unless, you know, she is going to take a break, I think.
Okay.
And
so
I think you shouldn't have. Yo, the last thing I want to say about it is if she's going to do that finish, why did she just come in, hit her once, and leave? She should have beat the ever-living piss out of Becky.
No.
If she's that pissed off,
man, come on.
Yeah, but if she's that angry at her, beat the fuck out of her.
Okay.
You just fucking smacked her and then walked off. It was
so
stupid.
You give it how many stars this match?
I give it fucking 1 star.
All right.
Because it wasn't even a match.
Let's move on because it's coming on an hour. The show's coming on an hour. No one wants to watch an hour review of fucking.
We got.
All right, so. Let's go. Come on.
They watched an hour of me.
Last match.
A lot of people watched it.
You're drunk now. Let's go. Come on. How many beers have you had 1 hour?
We have one more motherfucking match.
How many beers
and
have you had?
It was, I'm on my last one now.
Yeah.
So we're going to be done anyway because once I finish this, I'm getting the fuck off the air. So,
right,
The Shield, Lashley, Corbin, McIntyre.
Firm.
I thought this sucked.
Yeah, it was boring as fuck.
It was boring as fuck to me.
But somehow the crowd was like, Chen, this is awesome. But
the fans liked it. I mean, I'm sure if you're there live and you're seeing the Shield.
The coolest thing about it was the end when they were like, come on, and he was like, bruh. That was the coolest part. I was like, yeah, dope. Because that made me feel good inside. You know?
I thought what kind of made the match itself wasn't bad. Like, fundamentally, the match was good. What made it not so...
Oh.
It was boring.
I know it was boring, but here's
Lashley makes everything boring. Bobby Lashley makes everything boring.
That's part of it. That's a part of it.
Drew McIntyre is the only one that... Okay.
But here's the thing. It's like, and this kind of goes back to my point earlier, is that I just didn't care about what was going on. All the times that they brought the Shield back together, then broke them up, and then Roman leaves, you know, and then, you know, they turned Dean heel, and they change what type of heel he is every fucking week. You have no idea what type of heel he is. Nothing makes fucking sense. And then Roman comes back. It's like, all right, let's put him back together. Nothing makes sense. And that really took it out for me for this match. There were some good parts. The entrance was really cool. Seeing them come out through the crowd, that was really cool to see, especially them wearing the old gear. Even Roman was wearing his old gear. I thought that was really cool.
Takes it off immediately. Like, once takes that shit right off.
Yeah, he wanted to take it off. The very end of the match where they were just fucking going roughshod on everybody, I thought that was really cool. I thought it was cool when Seth Rollins was all like, "One last motherfucking ride," and they beeped it out
like a motherfucker, and they bleeped that shit out. He was feeling it.
I thought that was cool, but yeah, overall the match was very boring. I couldn't get into it because I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about the guys they were going up against. It was just boring and just didn't care. That's my thoughts.
Bobby Lashley sucks. And I truly don't think Baron Corbin should be anywhere near a main event. And then also, a much cooler main event would have been a triple threat between the Shield. That would have been fucking dope. And that, I would have been like, oh, shit, this is a main event. Because when you sent me that graphic, and I saw the three of them, and for the Fastlane with the graphic, I was like, oh, shit, it's a main event. These three are the main event tonight? Oh, this
you didn't even know the main event going into the show?
No, I didn't realize it was a tag main event, like a tag main event.
Well, to be fair, they promoted it like for a fucking week, so.
Yeah. A tag main event. When was the last time you saw a tag team match as a main event?
Well, they could pull it off. I mean, like,
but when was the last time you saw it?
Like, if there was them against like the Wyatts back in the day, that could have main evented, but against the New Day. But them against just three random fucking guys thrown together, like
the last time it was it was the Shield versus the Legacy, and that's dope. All right,
Shield versus you Legacy? Mean Shield versus Evolution?
Evolution, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope. But you got to remember too that they only had like 2 weeks to put this together, and they probably didn't know Roman was coming back, so they had to do a fucking giant flip on Dean too.
In 2 weeks, they couldn't think of why don't we just put the three of them in a triple threat?
Because I think they want to. I think
that's
honestly,
too simple.
I think they thought Dean was gonna leave. I think they thought Dean was gonna leave, and so they wanted to fucking get one last Shield reunion. I'm with you. I mean, if they think Dean's leaving and Seth's got the main event at Mania, but Roman's coming back, you don't want to beat Seth. Make the triple threat and have Roman pin Dean.
The way they should have done it is like
it's that simple,
Dean staying his heel. Roman comes out and like, yo, the one man standing in my path is Seth Rollins. It's like, come on, brother, you're my brother, but the WWE Championship's it's the championship. I'm the man. You're the architect. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. And the three of them kind of like that would have been super dope. Like, why can't we see that? Like, why does it
the rumor has been the match they originally wanted was Roman and Dean for Mania. Do you think we still get that match that Dean turns here soon again?
Right. Roman, no. It's going to be Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania, dude. Guaranteed.
I don't think The Rock's coming back. All right, dude, you know what? Let's
all right.
Let's wrap.
I don't know. They got a lot of money from Fox,
Dude, it's going to be
Roman
but I mean,
remember what happened the last time The Rock came back and then John Cena fucking injured him and then they fucked up that Baywatch movie? And what happened? He hasn't been able to do WrestleMania since. They wanted him to do that one Mania. He didn't do it.
I totally forgot about that.
Ronda to take on Triple H. He didn't do it. So, I mean,
I totally forgot about
that.
Doing a movie.
This is different, dog.
I understand, but I mean, you don't think he'd do that shit for Ronda Rousey?
Who's Ronda Rousey? All right, never mind.
All right, last question. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, two questions.
Wait a minute. I'm the fucking host of the goddamn show. You don't take over from me, you drunk ass. You just sit over there. You just sit over there and be drunk. All right, drunkie. Wait a minute. How about this? So give me your star rating. How many stars do you give this match, Troma?
The main event?
No, the whole fucking WWE Fastlane. How many? This pay per view.
Stars. Let's out of 10. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. This pay per view got a 1 out of 10. The last
1 out of 10. I will give it a 6.
Okay, so you give it a 6. The last stop of the Road to WrestleMania.
I really enjoyed 3 of the matches a lot, so I'll give it a 6.
And Curtis, what about you? The last stop on the Road to WrestleMania, you give it.
I'm kind of teetering between a 5 and a 6. I did miss the first part of the show, so that kind of factors into it. And there was a lot of bad shit in this show. A lot of bad shit.
Yeah, Curtis, you hated it and you gave it a 6. You gave it a 6.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5. I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Right.
I'm gonna go in the middle.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10. These guys did a great job. All these wrestlers are much more athletic than you fucking lazy asses, and have done. And you shouldn't be able to say any of them did a bad job. You should only say positive things about them. This has been the Suspend. I just needed your audio. This has been the Suspend Disbelief Podcast. This has been the Suspend Disbelief Podcast. Thank you for watching. And you guys have a great night. Yes.
How long?
Okay, what?
How long? Honest opinion. How long before they're booing Roman again? How long before Roman's getting booed again?
Good night.
I think by WrestleMania. What do you think?